What's up, guys? It's your boy Matty Ice, Leads for Locals, and in this video I want to show you how we're generating real estate funding leads for, what are we at, $1.99 a piece, top of funnel. So super pumped about this. So we're using my Facebook lead ad strategy. Like usual, I do this in a lot of different industries because it works. It's a really great way to get people into your ecosystem, onto your email list, and I'm actually going to show you kind of what our next step is with this campaign, because right now we're only getting name and email, but you could see we've generated 38 leads. Let's see, we launched this campaign Wednesday. Today's Friday. And we're already at 38 leads, $1.99 per lead, which is just crazy. Now, it is only name and email, which is fine. We're still getting people from the lead form to fill out the survey, which I'll show you in a second. It's our pre-qualification survey that just creates more intent from the lead, so it's a much higher quality conversation. Doesn't always mean the lead is the most qualified lead for your services, but what's really great about this client too, though, is that they offer funding and credit repair and actually a multitude of different services, so they can monetize the lead really, really well for the most part. But anyways, so we're getting people into our ecosystem using this Facebook lead ad form. They're all in the real estate industry. And guys, I break down, like I'm going to be adding this to my academy. So I'll have a link to that below. I'm going to be breaking down exactly the entire strategy behind this campaign. Plus, at the time of this recording, I'm still doing 30-day coaching with it as well. So you basically get me in your corner for 30 days. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Moving forward, what I was going to say, because right now we're getting name and email for $2 per lead. I mean, that's just crazy, especially if you're doing a high ticket service, guys. I mean, this stuff works really, really well. And I'll show you, like, people are clicking on our calls to action in the email and all that stuff, man. It's really powerful. And they're also going to the survey, the pre-qualification survey, right from the Facebook lead ad form once they submit their information. So, and I'll show you that in a second. But basically, so moving forward, here's what I'm starting to do because I'm constantly trying to add to the system to get more conversions, get more people on the phone, booked appointments and things like that, because people are booking appointments with this. And I think we've had like 4 or 5 appointments booked, something like that. Anyways, what I want to do though is when my lead costs are this low, because usually with the lead ad form, I like getting just name and email, getting people into the ecosystem. But when your lead costs are this low, I'm actually, like, the next campaign that we launch, I'm going to be asking for phone number, not so that the client can call them like from the lead form. We don't really want to do that. We want to get people to fill out the survey and book an appointment. That's a much more interested lead. But the good thing about getting the phone number up front is the text message campaigns that you can do. And I've done this before in like my when I was running campaigns for the business loan industry, and we would send an automated text with a bit.ly link to the pre-qualification survey, and we got a decent amount of clicks on it. And it was either the survey or the appointment. Either way, people were clicking on the link inside the text. So if we can get multiple ways to contact our leads, we're going to get a lot more conversion. So in the next campaign, I'm going to be actually adding the phone number to the field. Now, normally when you do that, your lead costs will go up a little bit. It shouldn't be too much. It really just depends on what you're offering. When it comes to funding, people, I think, expect that they're going to need to give their phone number at some point, so it shouldn't be a huge deal. But if you're offering like a free guide or something like that, probably shouldn't be asking for the phone number. But in this case, we are literally just, I'll just kind of break this down. I'll show you the ad really quick. Let's see, and actually let's break down the numbers too, and then we'll get into the ad. So it looks like so guys, this is freaking-tastic. Like, this is what you want to see. This is why our lead costs are so low, above average, above average, above average, all of this. And these things give you an indication of how your audience is responding to your ad. So when I see above average, I know that our targeting is on point, our offer is really good, the copy's good, we're capturing people's attention with the image, all that stuff. So it's just like, this is about as good as you can get as far as numbers go. So if we scroll through, our CPM is ridiculously low, a little higher on this one, but $30 per 1,000 impressions for real estate funding leads. That's pretty fantastic. What I really look at though too is look at these click-through rates, man. This is absolutely insane. We are getting a ton of engagement. We've had a ton of shares. We've had a lot of post reactions, and we've had a couple people message the the page as well. I don't think we've had too many comments, but the engagement's really, really good. And I'll just show this to you guys really quick because I don't have anything to hide. I've gone through this stuff with you guys so many times. And I give you my ad copy formula. I have a 5-step ad copy formula that I follow pretty much for every campaign that I do that's inside the academy anyway. So you guys can get that if you want. But let's preview this really quick. And let's check out this engagement. Let's see. So this one's not great, but any type of engagement is really good. 4 likes, 1 share. Let's see if this one's any better. So I did the same ad copy for each one. I just used different images. That's usually how I do it. Yeah, same thing. Okay, so more shares on this one. And this is basically, yeah, guys. And you know, I always do very similar image styles with when I'm running campaigns. I'll have like this black and orange, whatever, at the top sometimes, or I'll have the box with the text. And I always have text though. I really like this one though because I started adding emojis to each side of it. It's really good for capturing attention. Just because, I mean, people. Yeah, it's just the day and age we live in. People love emojis. But basically, calling out our audience, which is real estate investors. Can't really get simpler than that. Have a real estate deal you need funded. So sometimes I ask a question, sometimes I don't. But usually what I'm doing is I call out I grab the attention, and then I immediately start going into what do they need? What's the problem, right? And a lot of investors need funding for their deals, right? So we're calling that out. And then I just basically go into, you know, I hit on that pain point a little bit, and we talk about the solution, provide an offer, call to action, all that. Okay, they click this, and it pops up the lead ad form, and they submit their info, right? So that's pretty much the campaign, and I'll show you guys. I've gone through this so many times. Give me a thumbs up and leave a comment if this is helpful. Because I literally go through, I do a very similar funnel almost every time. It depends on what we're offering, but I always go lead ad form to get them into the ecosystem, to a pre-qualification survey, to an appointment page. That's it, and then into our CRM, which I'll show you here in a second. But look at it; it's 2 pages. That's all it is. It's literally just 2 pages after they submit their info for the Facebook lead ad form, and there it is, right? So it's a survey. We have like 6 questions, and then it automatically redirects to an appointment page, and it's working. So check out the clicks. This is what. Let me do a refresh just in case anything has changed here. Oh yeah, I don't even have the right date. So all time. So guys, got to get ClickMagick because you're not going to know if your lead forms and actually really anything is working if you don't know where your clicks are coming from. If you need it, I'll have a 2-week free trial in the description. I appreciate it to help support the channel if you go through that. And it's like $17 a month. So you get a 2-week free trial, and I think it's $17 per month. That's nothing, guys. But here's the power of ClickMagick is I can see exactly what people are clicking on inside of our campaign. Anywhere in our campaign where I have a ClickMagick link, I can tell if people are clicking on it. And why that's important is because if you're not getting, let's use this for an example. On our lead form button, we've had 38 leads and 18 clicks, which usually it's higher than that. But this tells me that so what's happening is people are submitting their information on the lead form, and then at the bottom on the thank you screen, they're clicking the button to immediately go over to the survey. I need to know that because if I'm getting barely any clicks on that, there's something on the thank you screen that's scaring people off. It's not a strong enough call to action to get them to the survey. I need to know that. Right now, we're getting a decent amount of clicks, so I know the thank you screen is doing pretty well. Okay, well, we could probably adjust it a little bit because I usually get like a 75% click-through rate on the thank you screen with lead ad forms, but that's okay. Yeah, I wouldn't know that if I didn't have ClickMagick and I couldn't see where these clicks are coming from. Look at this, guys. People think email marketing is dead. Look at this. We've had people, so like in my emails, I'll have the logo, and then I'll have a call to action image, and then the copy, and then I'll have a PS with a button at the bottom. That's how I always do my emails, and it works, right? People click on this. And look, this is not an insane amount of clicks. I'm not saying that you're always going to get that, but this is 4 extra people that submitted the lead form, maybe didn't go to the survey immediately, but opened the email and clicked either the button, the link, or the image inside of the email to go to the survey. And then look at this. Someone even clicked a button after they filled out the survey to book an appointment, right? So, and again, I can't see that. You can't see that unless you have ClickMagick. So it's a really good $17 a month, believe me. So anyways, getting really good engagement. We're getting people clicking through to fill out the survey. It's really, really good. Okay. This is our CRM. I'll have a 2-week free trial to ActiveCampaign. Again, go through that. Please help support the channel. But guys, ActiveCampaign is just so awesome. We are going to be doing so much cool shit. I can't wait to expand on this, especially when we add our automated text message campaigns. Like, this stuff is going to just be so sick. So when somebody, so basically what we have is whenever somebody fills out the survey, they get put into our CRM inside of ActiveCampaign. And I have separate lists and separate email campaigns. So I have an email campaign that goes to our lead form submissions. I have one that goes to our surveys. And then we don't really have one for appointments right now. Don't really need it at this time, but we eventually will. But what's so powerful about this is, look, like, you can create these really cool automations that move leads around into different automations and different stages of the sales process automatically, so that because the idea here, guys, is to build just a well-oiled lead generation machine, right? So when a new survey comes in, it immediately goes into the CRM, and it contacts my client so that they know a new lead was just generated. They get a text, they get an email like, hey, new lead just came in, check ActiveCampaign, right? And all they do is go right here. They click on the lead, their contact information is there. They can get access to all the questions that they just answered on the survey. And yeah, and what's really cool too is whenever somebody books an appointment, they're automatically moved from this stage to this stage, so that my client knows, okay, did they book an appointment or not, right? Because that's important to know. One, you want to know when to call the person, but two, that's an additional step somebody has just taken. So they're generally going to be more serious. The more steps your leads take to contact you, like to get in touch with you, the more serious they are, right? So, and then, anyways, you can see, like, they're having some pretty good conversations. I went through some of the notes here, and of course, not every lead is qualified, like I said. But that doesn't mean they can't do anything with them, right? But I checked the notes on these, and we've got multiple applications out already. Well, I don't know if they've been submitted yet, but I know that, my client has sent multiple applications to these leads. So it works, guys. You just have to set this stuff up right, and build that really well-oiled lead generation machine, because it works, right? That's it. I think I'm rambling at this point, but yeah, so that a very similar funnel style, very, very similar type of ad campaign that I usually do for these types of services, especially high ticket. The biggest thing is getting people into your ecosystem, right? Like, some people think that, oh, well, it's just name and email, like that's nothing. No, that's not nothing. Especially if you can get really cheap leads. The cheaper you can get it, the better. And if you set your funnel up correctly, and you're doing follow-up content, and you're following up with your leads consistently, then that could be just so powerful, just getting them into your ecosystem. Once we get enough leads on it was like submitting the lead form, what do you think we're going to do? We're going to retarget everybody with $1 a day Facebook ad. Like, there's so much stuff you can do with it. Do not underestimate the power of building your list, getting people into your ecosystem, and using these Facebook lead ad forms is a fantastic way to do it. As you see, $2 leads, real estate funding. Are you kidding me? Insane. So anyways, that's it, guys. Give me a thumbs up if this was helpful. Leave a comment down below. Give me your feedback, any questions that you have. If you want to, get coaching for the 30 days and join the academy, I'd love to have you. We've been having some really good success stories with that, so I'm super pumped about it. And I've got some really cool stuff coming out, guys. So make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm going to show you the update for this campaign later on. I'm going to give it a few days. And then, like I said, we're going to be implementing the text message campaign, which is really going to help, should help with our conversions into the survey and the appointment. And got some really new campaigns coming out as well. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.